Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is our old fun prediction. I have deleted stuff on my phone, so we should have enough storage to.
We tried to do this earlier on, but this man has so much apps and that he doesn't need. He just has it there.
I don't even have that many.
No, you do.
Oh fucking.
Mate, you've got like Sky Sports. You never use that. You never watch Sky Sports in your
So
phone.
guys, we're doing a team and what we think it's going to be. So Nets, McGregor.
Okay.
Back four of Tav, Goldson, Davies, and Barisic.
Aye, you may actually want to turn the telly, put it on
Aye.
mute, because we obviously don't want Sky Sports
Good idea.
claiming that because the audio of the game is in the background. But technically, no, a lot of folk do show, keep it off, because it would be better. No, don't turn it off. No. I meant keep the volume off.
Low.
No, don't low, just mute it.
That's what I've done.
Aye, that's what I said, just keep it like that. But what I was saying is, like, I don't think they can actually claim it if it's audio.
Aye.
It's only if you actually show the game.
Aye, so but the back four for me was Tav, Goldson, David, Barisic.
Barisic, is that a new signing, son? When did he come in?
Hey, Barisic.
Again, new player. When did he come in? Ball no Barisic.
Same.
No.
Same guy.
Aye, it's the same back four. Has to be. Strongest back four.
Midfield for me, I would go with Raskin. Tillman if he's fit. It's got to be a guarantee. He brings so much to that team. Same with Raskin, even though he's only played a couple games with us, but you can already see it at the moment. He brings a lot.
No, it's not just
to-
that. You can tell he's different from the midfielders we've had.
Mhm.
You know, Kamara passes back the way. Jack passes back the way. Lunny passes back the way. Raskin, I think he's. I can honestly say this one. I don't think he's passed it back the way.
Mm.
And all the games, but maybe it has, but from the games I watched, I can't remember him passing it backwards. And even if it has, he's maybe done it a few times. But seeing the majority of the time, he gets the ball, he goes forward with it, he looks for a forward pass, or he runs with it. Doesn't look to go back because, and I think that could be a very big difference in the final, because normally we would have a midfield that will be looking to go back the way. See if we get him and we get him the ball, he will look to go forward instead of trying to get back the way. So he'll be either looking for a pass forward or running forward, which means a lot more pressing can come for the midfield because Raskin's not going to be looking to go back the way because he likes to go forward.
Fancy saying Lundstrom there, I've got him in my midfield.
I see, I can't play him. I can't play Lundstrom because every old firm he just goes and tries to snap folk. Doesn't care about the ball, he just says, right, if I snap him I'll become a fan favourite. Literally that's it, and yes, you will become a fan's favourite, but if we lose the game you will, won't, because we will look back at it and go, well, you just went and tried to snap folk, didn't really help us out. But no, my midfield would be the same, obviously if Tillman's fit. If not, I'd probably put Campbell there.
Yeah, same.
If obviously not, I'd obviously if Tillman is fit. He did say on Friday that players will be saying if they're fit or no. So maybe Tillman's one of them. I also heard that Lawrence could be back. So maybe he'll be on the bench. Don't see him starting because he's not obviously not playing for ages. As I said, you don't want to fling in somebody that's not had much game time. Maybe come off the bench because we know what he can do, but we just maybe not start him because he might not be up to speed with the tempo of the game. Maybe late game because it's kind of teams they're getting a bit tired. It might not be as high intense as so maybe he would come in then. But the only change I'd make for yours is Jack. I think
it was got to be between them two anyway. Like, there's no way Kamara's getting in the team.
I think Ryan Jack's one of our best midfielders when he plays his best. Obviously Raskin's going to take out him easily, maybe in our best midfielder, but Jack's definitely second. Like, and folks say about with Tillman, I classify him more as a tank player because he plays more of an attacking role than a midfielder slash defensive midfielder role. Like the midfield I've got, like obviously Tillman would be playing Cam, like more a forward position. So I'd classify him more of an attacker than a midfielder.
Right.
Because obviously that's how it works. If he's a Cam, he's more attacking. Like the normal centre mids, like Raskin, Jack, Lunny, and that. Well, Jack and Lunny are more defensive, but I think that would actually work though if we had, you know, Raskin will be the midfielder who kind of goes up the field to support and help Tillman out, and also get the balls up to the wingers and the striker. And then I think that whether it's Linney or Jack, they'll sit middle and just stay in the middle. They might come up obviously a few times. If we're really pressing them, they might just go up, because you have got 4 men behind you. Well, 2 men I say, because Tannenbaum will be up there as well. So, but as I said, if we press them, I have got no. As long as we're strong at the back, if we press them off the park, we'll get no worries, because they can't handle pressure. And I've always said this: if you press Celtic the right way, they can't handle it, and it will lead to them trying it pretty much, because they've got this kind of way where, see, because every team they play don't press them, they've got that way of free flowing football, and they can just pass it, and they have so much time in the ball. See, when they don't have much time in the ball, the players panic. You saw that nil from Ibrox, right? Obviously they got 2 goals, but you could see at times when we were pressing them, they couldn't handle it, because the players were panicking. So, oh, I'm not used to this, because we play so many games where they're just free flowing. And then obviously cup game against them, I think it was the only game Gio played against them when he actually pressed them, and we beat them. Like, so it just proves that you press them, the players can't handle it.
Right, aye, so going to attacking 3 now. I think it'll just be the same as the midfield for me and you. Like, you'll change one person from my attacking.
But it's not that. It depends though, because right, so we'll go on to, so mine's Kent Morelos, and it's Cantwell if Tillman's no starting. If Tillman's no starting, then Cantwell's playing at the cam. I'll put Sakala in, but if Tillman's fit, Cantwell's playing in the right, and then also Tillman in the middle. But that just ordered to who can start.
For me, it is Kent, Kolak and Sakala.
You can't start Kolak. You really need to understand that if we start Kolak in this final, we're not winning it. Remember the 4-0, right? Seeing that 4-0, Kolak couldn't get nothing to him. He got bullied off everything. Because, as I said, Kolak's more of a, see when teams sit back, he plays better. Because, like, he's used to having the ball whipped into him, or having like no space, but he's used to making his own space. So like the player that's got the ball will make the space for him, or somebody else will make the space. And I feel like that doesn't work enough for him, because they'll just put one defender on him, mark him for the full game, and that's your striker out the game. He's marked, unless he comes up with something magical where he can skin the defender or something. But that's why I feel like Morelos is better for this game, because Morelos doesn't just come out towards the midfielders, he'll go out wide, either side, he'll go down the middle, he even comes back to defend if he wants. You know, so it's like, I just feel like Morelos is better suited for this game. Not saying that Kolak couldn't come on and do a job, because as I said, the same with Lawrence, if he's on the bench, maybe if it's at 80th minute, still 0-0, maybe even before that, you know, some tired legs will be in there, or even extra time. You know, if we get there, there might be there might be some, you know, some tired legs, and then that's where you bring Kolak on, because then Celtic defenders are going to be tired, so it means that Kolak then can use his way of getting the balls delivered into him, and it'll be a lot better for him, because the players that he'll be defending against will be a lot tired, like a lot more tired than what they would be at the start.
Right, so let's go into our prediction.
But see the thing, I would if Tillman's fit and it's between Cantwell and Sakala, you have to play Cantwell purely because he's got Premier League experience. He scored against Man City. He scored in a numerous big occasion for Norwich. You know, Sakala's good. Let's not get it wrong here. Sakala's been good. I just feel like that wee bit more quality for Cantwell could change a lot, if you get what I mean. Because Sakala still has these moments where he'll mistouch it, or he'll follow the ball, or he's offside about 5 times. I feel like with Cantwell, he knows he's played in big games. Obviously, Sagala's played in them as well. But this man, Cantwell's played against City.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, City are far better than Celtic. So he knows how to play for, and that was when City were probably at their best when Norwich beat them, because was that no, that was the first game of the season, because it was Champions v Champions, and it was a year before Leeds came up, year after Leeds came up, year after Leeds came up,
Right.
because it was a year when we came up, Liverpool won the league, and we played them first game of the season. And then I'm sure we did, because it was the fucking, was it like 5-4 or something, that mental game.
Then you beat us in the
Aye, 3-2.
Aye.
It was 3, no, was it 3-2? No, it was 4-3 in the Leeds Liverpool year, and then it was 3-2 Leeds Fulham, and then thankfully we beat Sheffield United 1-0.
Right, so I don't know how much storage we've got, so we'll just quickly go into
It doesn't really matter, because
for me, I'm thinking it would be 2-2, go into extra time, and then extra time I think we'll nick it 3-2 in the end.
I'm going for no Rangers. No more time. I would love it, mate. I cannot tell you enough how much I would fall for that. If we beat them for in a cup final, it would be the best. But I think it will be close. I could see it going to extra time. I'm not writing extra time off. I'm not predicting extra time, purely because I don't want to go to extra time, and I don't want to think about extra time. And the possibility of penalties just gives me the fear.
No.
It gives me the fear, because you know, me and Alan are going to my dad's, and the last time we went to my dad's
It went to pens.
for an Old Firm Cup game, it was a semi that time. This time it was final. Last time we went, it went to penalties, and James Tavernier missed, and we nearly lost it.
That was the game that Barry Mackay scored the screamer, wasn't it?
Aye.
Hopefully another one from Raskin this
I mean,
time.
I said that I've been having dreams that him just going 30 yards, like just gets the ball 30 yards. There's nobody on, so he just goes fuck it and just smacks it and it goes in.
So scorers.
Wait,
for
I've
me,
not said my score yet. I don't joke my phone now. Mate, if I mean, that's what my head's saying. My heart, no, that's what my heart's saying.
Right.
My head, a bit more sensible. I think it'll be. I go with 3-2.
Was that in 90 minutes or?
90 minutes. I go.
So we went with the same scoreline, but I predicted an extra time win for Rangers.
See, the reason I went with 3-2 is because I feel like it's going to be a very open game, because it's a cup final. All firms are already open, because obviously you're both wanting to beat your rivals. It's a cup final, so there's silver in the line. So I think both teams are just going to be running each another. It's just going to be high intensity, goal galore, and it's basically down to whoever can outscore the other, and if they can't outscore the other, it'll go to penalties, and then it's whoever have the bigger balls in the day.
That's that.
I guess it.
So your scorers, who are you going with?
Well, I said this, and I've said this since I think it was Monday. I have a feeling that Ken's going to get a double,
Right.
and Morelos will go one.
Okay.
For them, Jota will get a goal.
Right.
We can't lie how actually good he is. He's a very good player, but I don't like him at it because it's them. It's the other mob, and don't want to. I don't want to say that their players are good. So it's quite funny how we're doing a Rangers prediction video. You're in an England taupe, and I'm in a Leeds taupe.
I mean, I've got the Rangers hat, so.
Aye, but
Right, and the other scorer for the other mob.
I don't know, because Kyogo won't score. Well, he might, but I've got a feeling he'll get injured in the first 10 minutes and he'll get off. Mate, you know, seen him in every film, he's always scared. Mate, you know, see him when he purposely shooted the Aberdeen player, and the Aberdeen player went up to him, this is what he done, he was like, I didn't do nothing. So, and Goldson and Davies will bully him. If they shout at him, he's going to shout himself. So, but I think there's a man that, for them, who's actually been playing quite well in his last few games, and it's Moy, and I feel like he'll score.
Right.
And the way I think it'll go is I think it'll go 1-0. No saying my team, and it'll go 1 each. Then it'll go 2-1, then 2 each, and then we'll get the 3-2. No saying who's going to score first, who's going second. but we are getting the third goal
Right.
to win it.
So for me, the scorers for me will be Morelos will get 1. Kent will get 1.
You're telling me Morelos is getting man off the bench?
Yes. Good players get goals off the bench.
Look, he never gets goals off the bench.
Morelos the past couple.
Aye, but he's been starting, that's why.
And I think Tavernier penalty.
We'll not get a penalty.
For them, I think Abada loves a goal against us. So I think he'll get a
I'm
goal.
changing my goals for it.
He'll love the goal against us. So he
I
does.
think he will score. Well, it depends if he starts. If he starts,
Mhm.
he'll get a goal. He might still get a goal off the bench. I'm not saying no, but if he starts, I'm saying him. But if not, I'm saying Boyle will get a goal.
Well, I think him, and I think Carter Vickers will score from a corner because we're shit at defending corners.
You don't know where I'm from, dog. It's alright, we've got Santon. He knows how to score for a corner.
He did this.
Right, the part that Thistle Channel said that he scored, so.
Right, well, guys.
Wait, no, I want to say something, right? If it cuts out, it cuts out, right? We'll see you next time, but I just want to say, this is the reason I think we won't get a penalty, is since, well, actually for quite a while we said we've been putting the pressure on the referees by saying, oh, the referees are against us, no bars, no working, you know, referees don't give decision, Rangers get more of this. You actually look into it, we've had, I can't remember the stats, but Celtic have had at least 5 or 6 more penalties in Old Firms since 2007 than we have. I think, don't correct me on this, I think we've had 2 against them, and they've had about 10 more, like 10 or plus. Right, maybe I may be wrong, but I can't remember exactly, but they've had a lot more than us, right? You know, but this is what they're doing is, it's smart, but it's also just blatant lying. They're putting pressures on the referee, and then see if we have an opportunity to get a penalty, the referee will go, I bet if we give this, are going to say we're against them. And then they'll second guess it and VAR will, but we don't want to get into trouble as well. So they'll throw it out the well, and then they'll get a shout and they'll go, we have to give you so it proves that we're not against them. Mastermind? Maybe. Cheating? Pretty much. That's not cheating, but well, it is cheating if the day managed to get a penalty, no penalty.
Yeah.
But do you know what I'd love the most? An offside goal that VAR just take a blind eye to, or a handball, anything, a blatant shove, anything that we score in the last minute. It'd be lovely, but then if it happened to us, I would hate it. But then again, they did cheat in a final by scoring an offside goal, and still don't know how the linesman didn't see that, because I mean, the Gillen was about 4 inches offside, probably about that offside. So I don't know if the linesman was blind or what, but somebody's getting sent off and someone's getting booked.
Fucking Manderson. It's full time.
Is it?
Aye.
Huh. I don't know fighting.
Fucking Manderson's been booked.
Yeah, but aye.
So our itinerary for tomorrow, get up, try down for breakfast at about 8 to 9.
Around about
Between 8 and 9.
well, 8 or 9, like.
Aye.
Either 8 o'clock, either 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, just depends.
And then
When I'm off.
back up here, get ready. I think my mum's picking us up about 11:30, 12:15. Then go, my mum's, your dad's, to the football. After football, back here, watch the boxing. We might do a little prediction on the boxing.
Actually, we will.
So just stay tuned for that, guys.
I just wanted, no, actually, we'll just stay here. Because if we run it, then you know that it didn't work, and we'll just.
Nah, so we do a separate video.
But why? It's not worth it. It's not worth to be in another video. It's Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. This is potentially the worst fight I've ever seen. Mate, it's 2 amateurs, I would say. Now, people would say Tommy's a pro. He can't fight.
Do you want to do it in this video?
Don't mind.
I would personally say do it in the next.
There's not much to talk about.
Exactly.
It's just all we need to do is a wee quick bat. It's just 2 guys fighting.
Right, well.
It's basically who's knocking out who.
Right, so we'll do a prediction for it now then. Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul, obviously. This is Jake's chance to try and prove to the world that he can
I think if he
be a
wins it,
boxer.
I think if he wins it, he deserves a pro contract.
And that's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
WBC's already said that if he wins, he's banked.
Mate, it has to, because it's only fair. If you're going, look, alright, people can say, oh, he's fought this, but see if he does beat Tommy, he beat a pro.
Then at the same
Yeah.
time, this is for a belt, so it is.
What one?
I don't know, but I seen it on TikTok that in the weigh-in there was a belt there. They said what belt it was, but I wasn't paying attention.
But see, that's the
Um,
thing, right? Tommy, if Tommy loses, he should never box again. Because yes, but this is the thing. I don't agree with that, because Jake is a good boxer.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Everyone's going on like he's never fought in his life. This is his first fight. Alright, he's no fought the greatest of people, but he is a good boxer. This will be the first proper test. If he goes all the way and loses in decision, I still think he should get a pro contract. Because if you can go all the way with a pro fighter, whose brother's Tyson Fury and your dad's John Fury, two of the best heavyweights in boxing, well, where what was it John used to be,
Yeah.
and Tyson stood well.
So
So
I want Jake Paul to lose. One, because I hate him, I despise him. He's just so arrogant, very cocky.
actually, but Tommy's no, but you can't say that, because Tommy's literally said, "I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out." That's being arrogant, being disrespectful to your opponent.
Mm.
You know, this is the thing. This is what annoys me, because people say, "Oh, if Jake Paul says, oh, I'm gonna knock him out first round," everyone will go, "Oh, you're cocky, you're arrogant." But then Tommy says, "Oh, it'll be done in 4 rounds. I'll have you knocked out." But that's also being cocky. Like, I know it's trash talk, but you can't say, "Oh, this person being cocky and the other one's no." They're both being cocky, and it's boxing. You have to try and get another one.
But then I've never liked Jake
No,
Paul. That's
I
another
don't like
reason.
Jake Paul either.
But then the final reason why I think Jake Paul I want Jake Paul to lose is because I have got £200
Aye.
on Tommy Fury. Everybody called me stupid for it, but
Yeah.
Jake Paul shouldn't win.
See, that's the thing you can't. I've always said this,
I think,
and I think boxing fans will agree with me. You can never write a boxer off, because as I said, if Jake catches his chin, stuns him, if he lands another yin, he can just go for him.
it'll be a good fight regardless, I think.
I-
We'll be watching it here. How I think the fight's got to go. Second round, Tommy Fury knockout. That's what I'm thinking. Or TKO.
Because Jake can take.
Referee stoppage,
You need
maybe.
to remember this. Jake can
Um,
take punches.
There will be blood.
Jake can take punches. It'll no be second round.
I bet he's never been punched in the face.
Did you made his nosebleed? So what are you talking about?
I bet Deadly's fucking weak as fuck.
Just Tommy. Mate, I
Tommy
generally.
Fury can punch hard.
Did you see him in the punching machine? What did he get? Like 900?
That's with a jab.
Is that it?
That's with a jab.
Pussy.
Right, so how do you think the fight's got to go?
How many rounds is there?
8 rounds.
6th round knockout. Jake Paul.
Okay.
I really do. I don't know what it is about me, but sometimes when I have a feeling something's going to happen, it happens. I mean, sometimes I have the feeling, like I remember when. But see, for example, Leeds were playing Liverpool. Once the game's kicked off, I went, I've got a feeling we might beat this team, we might beat them. We also did. It was the same with Chelsea. But see, when we played Chelsea 3-0, I thought we can get some goals. And it's like obviously maybe it's just. But see, when you see, I'll no proper be able to say this person. See, the thing with boxing is though, one can start good and end bad. You know, you can start the round amazing and end the round shite.
That's exactly what
So, anything can happen in boxing. As I said, it takes one punch that could change a whole complex of a boxing match. Is if Jake catches him, he's stunned, it could be over, or Tommy could be in the ropes. Vice versa, if Tommy catches him. I just think Jake can take punches more.
We'll just need to wait and see.
Aye.
Guys, if you like this video, comment below who you think will win the Old Firm, what you think the score will be, and who also you think will win the boxing. If you made it to the end, just comment pineapple.
Why?
Just comment pineapple if you made it to the end.
No. Comment if you made it to the end so we know. Put your predictions down below. No, actually, put Rangers or Celtic on who you're supporting below. And then we'll know if somebody comments Rangers.
And also comment pineapple.
No, don't call it pineapple.
Yeah.
Neither likes pineapple.
Everyone loves pineapple.
I don't.
Uh,
I actually don't like pineapple.
Pineapple's not bad, but not on pizza.
No, it's good in pizza.
No, we can have this discussion in another
No,
video,
because
but we will
no,
not have it
you're
here.
just dumb.
No.
Well, why'd you have a tomato? That's a fruit. Aye.